I knew this week was going to be rough. After 3 weeks off, I was getting back to work on Monday. And boy, I was right. Hi, I'm Izzy, and if you're new here, my channel is all about sewing. Sewing garments, sewing quilts, sewing bags. All right, and today is Friday Sews, so this is our weekly chat where I talk to you about everything I've been up to in the sewing room, and hopefully you tell me everything you've been up to in your sewing room down in the comments below. So before I get started about my week in the sewing room, let's chat about what I'm wearing today. I am wearing my wonderful South Bank sweater dress that I made a little bit before Christmas. Influenced by Christine from Christine Sews a Lot, because she made South Bank sweater dresses, and one especially is just gorgeous. So I was heavily influenced, and I am not sorry I was. This is amazing. So today was really, really cold, like minus 20 Celsius cold. We've been getting snow on and off all week. This was perfect. So I felt very cozy and warm and snuggly all day. I am wearing it with some black leggings and some very thick socks. So I was super comfortable all day, and I am so glad I made this dress. Now, when I make this again, I will change a couple of small things. So I made a size 20 up and down, like straight size 20, and it is a little bit big around the bust area. The shoulders are a little too far down. I know they're not supposed to be right on the shoulder, but yeah, this is bugging me. So next time I make it, I'm going to make a size 18, and I'm going to grade to a 20 at the waist and hips. I'm also going to shorten the sleeves a little bit. Although I'm not sorry, this one has very long sleeves because it's very nice and cozy. But I feel it would look a little bit more polished if the sleeves are about 2 inches shorter, so they end right like where this seam is, basically. Because even if I put my arm all the way out, yeah, where the seam is would be perfect. So yes, so this is, yeah, my South Bank sweater dress, and I love it. All right, so what have I got finished this week in the sewing room? Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And that's because I spent very little time in my sewing room over the weekend. I registered or signed up for a kind of like a productivity, yearly planning, goal setting type of webinar. And that was Saturday all morning into the afternoon and Sunday all morning into the afternoon. And then I had hockey games that I went to watch. Marianne came over for a little bit to hang out. I was just very busy, so didn't really make it down here all that much on the weekend. And then on Monday, though, was it Monday? Yes, Monday, I got started on my Ladera dress from Itch to Stitch, and I made a silly mistake, probably because I was super tired, and I sewed the back the wrong way around onto the yoke, and then did the burrito, like I turned it out. It was all, the burrito was all done. And then I realized the back had been sewn backwards. So I had to unpick all of that. So after I made that mistake Monday night, I just set it aside. I'm like, okay, I'm obviously too tired. I need to go to bed. And then Tuesday, my energy levels were even worse. So I ended up going to bed at 7:30 Tuesday night. So no sewing took place. And then Wednesday, I came back down here, unpicked everything I had to unpick on the Ladera, and made even more progress. So it looks like nothing now, but let me see if I can find all the right pieces. There we go. So I've got the front together, like the top sewn to the skirt. I've got the ties sewn and turned the right way out. My darts are all sewn. I sewed the first part of the button placket onto the front, and then I lost a game of bobbin chicken. I don't know if you can see my long piece of thread here. So I just kept sewing and sewing and sewing and didn't realize my bobbin thread had run out. And that's when I decided to go to bed last night, or Wednesday night. So anyways, great progress. Hopefully after I finish recording this and uploading it to the channel, I'm going to get back to it. And I'm very confident I'm going to be able to get this finished before the weekend. Now, I am recording this on Thursday night. I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow night, maybe a little bit Saturday, but yeah, it'll definitely be done over the weekend. Now, once that's done, and yeah, I'm going to record a bit of a pattern review and show you how, because I haven't worn dresses to go to work in years, and I really want to wear this Ladera dress to work. So I'm going to try a few different ways of styling it, you know, with a cardigan on its own, with tights, what color tights, what kind of shoes, with boots, you know. So I'm going to try a few different options and include all of that in the video. And that is going to come out probably in a couple of weeks, I want to say. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're interested in seeing that video, now would be a good time to click on that subscribe button. All right, so what else has been going on? And I'm looking at my notes because my brain is still a little bit tired. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got in progress. I've been working behind the scenes a little bit on the next quilt along that's going to kick off on the channel at the end of January. No, this weekend. Yes, if all goes well, on Sunday is going to be the official kickoff video. So what we're going to be doing and what fabrics to get and what equipment or notions or tools you're going to need. All of that good stuff. So that'll be, yeah, the get ready for it video. And then the first block is going to come out in February. So I've been working on that a little bit behind the scenes this week. And yeah, as far as sewing, that's pretty much it this week. Now, next week, I'm crossing my fingers that my Think Pink box is going to get here, if not tomorrow, so on Friday, then on Monday, because it is in Canada now. I got a notification today that it landed in Canada, and usually it's at my doorstep within a day of it getting here. So if I get my box on Friday, I can record the unboxing part of that video, throw the fabric in the wash, and get started sewing it, like depending on what it is, right? Because I don't know, I've been avoiding, like the boxes have gotten to the UK subscribers already, and I've been avoiding those unboxings. So I have no clue what I'm getting. So obviously have not started planning anything, but I'm hoping I can just throw it in the wash, that I'm going to absolutely love it and be immediately inspired to sew something nice. And that's going to be the focus next week, is getting my Think Pink fabric sewn up, and then the video recorded for you all to come out on the channel at the end of January. So that's it as far as plans in the sewing room. I did get some new fabrics this week. During the last week of December, Minerva had a bit of a sale, and I wanted to get some some solid fabric to sew basics with, basically, is what I wanted. So I had a look on the website, and I ended up purchasing 3 fabrics, and they came in the mail this week. So I thought I would share what my plans are for those. I am trying. I'm not putting myself on a fabric buying ban or anything like that. I know my fabric cubes are overflowing. So whatever I purchase, I want there to be a plan for the fabric, and I want to be sewing it up really, really quickly. So this is, all of these fabrics have already a plan for them. They're going to get sewn up within the next couple of months. So yeah. The first one is this green French terry. There we go. Now this in person looks like emerald green to me, and on the picture it looked like emerald green, but on the website it's called khaki. This does not look khaki at all. This is like emerald green. So I have 2 meters. This is a French terry. It's their heavy loop back French terry. Doesn't feel super heavy, but yeah, anyways. So with this 2 meter cut, I plan on making myself a hoodie. So even though we're only in January, let's face it, time flies. So, oops. So before I know it, I'm gonna need some stuff for the island. And in the spring, when we open the island house and have to take the boat to get there, it gets very chilly. And I like to have a few hoodies in my wardrobe in a bunch of different colors to wear on the weekends when we go to the island. So this will become a Stanton hoodie, probably, yeah, definitely in February or early March, so that it's done and it's in my closet and there is no panic sewing. I have a couple of Stanton hoodies already. I have a pink one, I have a purple one, and that's it. I had a beautiful navy one that I had to get rid of because it was stained and the fabric had like dulled, like the color just wasn't great, and it was showing signs of wear and tear a little bit, so I had to get rid of that one, unfortunately. So yeah, a pink and a purple, and then I'll have a green, and this green basically goes with navy, it goes with black, it goes with a bunch of neutrals. So that's gonna be the plan for this first fabric. They all fell to the floor, so I'm just gonna go and pick them up. There we go. The second cut of fabric, I have to be honest, I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know why I bought it or why I bought so much of it. But I got 4 meters of the same French terry, but in this gray color. They call it elephant on the website. 4 meters of this. I know I had a lounge set in mind for this, and maybe I figured gray would be neutral and would go with everything so I can wear the pieces separately. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of. So I've decided I'm gonna make myself a loungewear set with this. I'll make another pair of the Pattern Emporium urban pants, which I made very recently, and you're gonna get a video about that next week. And then for the top, I'm going to make the Tobin sweatshirt by Cashmerette. I made the Tobin sweater with the the rolled neck or the turtleneck. Gosh, last winter. I think it was last winter, and I absolutely love that sweater. So, but this time I'm going to make this straightforward sweatshirt in this fabric to go with the urban pants, and I think it's going to be a very nice loungewear set. But also I could wear the individual pieces with just about anything in my wardrobe. So that's going to get sewn up sooner rather than later, because I don't need a loungewear set in French terry in the summer. So, and then last but certainly not least, I have been wanting a cable knit or a cable sweater knit type fabric forever. Like, I love the look of them, but I never quite pulled the trigger on anything. They were typically really expensive and blah, blah, blah. But this time I couldn't resist, so I got myself 2 meters of this bottle green knit fabric from Minerva. It has about 35% stretch horizontally and 15 vertically, so not a whole lot of stretch, but it's very nice and soft. It's not super thick, but it'll be a fabulous South Bank sweater dress. So I have 2 yards of this, which is perfect for South Bank. And yeah, I'm gonna make myself a 3rd one of that dress, because this color, again, I can wear black leggings or black tights with this, and yeah, it's a nice neutral, and I like the way bottle green or forest green looks on me. It's on my color palette, so yeah, so very happy with this one as well. And that one is probably gonna get done before the end of the month if I can manage to have all of my plans. So everything that I had on my to-do list for January, if I can manage to get all of those done in the next couple of weeks, then that will leave me some time at the end of the month to get my South Bank sweater dress done. So those were my purchases, and nothing else has come in the sewing room this week. I was fairly reasonable in terms of purchases over the holidays, even with the Boxing Day sales and this and that, the other thing. I really didn't buy anything, although, and we're gonna move right into the life portion of the episode, I'm scheduled to go visit my dad tomorrow afternoon, and right next to his house, practically like 5-minute drive away from his house, is a very big sewing store. So I'm gonna stop by there. I need to buy buttons or snaps for my Ilford jacket, which I never did. I was supposed to do that during Vlogmas when I went to see my dad before Christmas. I completely forgot to go to that sewing store then. I didn't get a chance to go during the holidays. So tomorrow I'm gonna actually go with my son. My son is coming with me to go visit my dad, and then we'll go to the sewing store and I'll pick up a few buttons. I want fancier buttons because I'm planning a couple of makes that will need them. And then I also want to get accessories for my Vario creative tool that I got for Christmas. So who knows what else I'm gonna find at the store and then come home with. But yeah, and besides tomorrow being spent with my son and my dad, I don't really have any plans for the weekend. Marianne is supposed to come over either Saturday or Sunday, not sure when, to get something done on the Cricut machine. So that'll be nice. I'll have like a crafty afternoon with Marianne during the weekend. But that's it. So I really want to just come down here. It's going to be cold and miserable again. So I'm just going to come down here, get some stuff sewn, and hang out with my girl down here. Like I said at the start of this video, I would love to know what your week has been like in the sewing room, and if you have any plans for the weekend. So let's have a chat down in the comments below. Now, if you'd like to stick around and are curious about what my thoughts were when I immediately finished this gorgeous dress, I'm going to link to a video right here where I talk about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.